Hey Toolerinos, it's too cold in the shop to want to be out there right now, so do a little bit of a different video today about this old drafting table. I believe it is 1930, manufactured 1930. Now I did put a second set of drawers underneath here that have the wood handles, and it's supported with 4x6 legs. So it's not actually attached to the table, it's just propped up under there. So we have more drawer space. But I salvaged this table from the American Bridge headquarters building in Ambridge, Pennsylvania. 25 years ago or thereabouts. The entire third floor was a drafting department. And so it was full of tables, and they were all like from the 60s, and this table, along with about a dozen total, were in the basement and in the blueprint room. They had the ammonia chemical there for developing the blueprints, and there was gas masks and everything in case there was a leak, and it was kind of neat. But a buddy of mine and I, we helped each other salvage a couple tables each, and the 1960s table, I'm not sure if it's still complete. A family member had taken it, and I'm not sure what has become of it, but I had salvaged an extra set of the 1960s wood handled drawers, and since I had it and we could use the space, I decided to prop it up under this one, because you can see the first drawer here is completely full of cars, and this drawer was full of locomotives. And then since this is the sort of the workspace, this is the tools, sandpaper and Q-tips and things. The Mr. Pete approved Optivisor for you Mr. Pete viewers. And my son George was very fascinated when we found this locomotive at the train show. It's the Lindbergh. See here, the Lindbergh line. Kind of a limited set and pretty cool. It's a bit of fun. And so on this side down here is the manufacturer's tag with the serial number. I think that the 30 at the end there represents the year of manufacture, and I based that on all the other tables that I had seen there with the tags, and trying to gauge their age and saying, that seems about right, as they got newer and the features changed. But you see how it's constructed, and it has rods that attach to the table, so that one on each side and one in the back middle, so that you can elevate the rear of the table, because you can see it has hinges. And as you see, the construction has these large flathead screws, and then a big square nut that goes into a hole up underneath, and that's how it's all held together. Big screws with square nuts. So pretty heavy duty, really neat old table. and you can see where the draftsman always had their feet, right? Because the wood here is really worn away. It's pretty neat. So here's a little parts organizer for their model train stuff, but it needs labels. You know, junk for scenery, for a smelter's yard, big pieces, little pieces, switches, wires and wire parts, windows, railings, electrical contacts. It's all sorts of random stuff, and to remember where everything is, need to put some labels on it. So we'll have to make some labels. Alright, so to make the labels for the organizer, I decided to try to use this old typewriter, which was given to me by my Uncle Chaz from New Jersey. And I call this one the ScoutCrafter typewriter because down here you can see it's got a red S and beautiful mirror finish, and even the jeweling on the area above it, it's like if ScoutCrafter was gonna fix up this typewriter, that's like exactly what he would have done. So let's type some labels for it. Alright, so we need smelter's yard. Make one that says switches. And one that says gears. I'm just gonna have to trim these all out, you know, to fit in the little holders. Wires. Railings. About just miscellaneous. I think that'll about do it. So it looks like it worked pretty well. Now I have labels. Huzzah! And there's the organizer with labels applied. The typewriter works, and there was much rejoicing.